Wow. Let me. Dude, my cords are so messed up. Hold on. This might be a pretty big stream for me. That's a lot of viewers to start off with. Hold on. I'm just gonna have to leave it. Just gonna have to leave it. All right, let's go through some of this here. Oh yeah, this game's at Hard Rock in Florida. What's up, guys? This game is going to be like attending. Well, Penn State didn't look very good. Penn State looked real bad, man. You think the score is going to be 48-17? I honestly think it's going to be like 52-0. This line, now it's minus 22. I still go back to the video I made like a week ago when I was like, am I the only, like, why is Vegas so dumb when it comes to this game? How is Georgia only minus 14? I thought it was like the easiest bet in the history of the universe, and I said that when they were minus 14. And now they're minus 22, and I still think they're going to cover. FSU doesn't care about this game. I mean, I think what happened is FSU knew they were going to get crushed anyways, so why not build yourself an excuse? Their starting quarterback was already out. I don't blame them for sitting out and doing all that. Georgia, I would expect to cover. OSU vid doing well. I don't even check my analytics, man. I don't know. But I mean, people are pissed off about Ohio State for sure. Ryan Day needs to enter the portal. A lot of people angry about Ryan Day. What a disappointment. How do you not have Lincoln Kienholz ready to play? They didn't even want to throw there in that game. It's like Lincoln Kienholz was the 7th string quarterback. He could barely even execute a handoff. But it was really the offensive line's fault. Give me a shout out. Well, shout out to you, man. But I don't think it's going to do anything. I don't think I'll be able to bring you any subscribers. Big Ten's lack of offense has shown. Yeah, it's the Big Ten is going to get decimated. If Michigan loses, the Big Ten's going to get crushed. No background. Dude, I don't even have a studio. When I get an apartment, I'm going to get a really nice... it's going to get upgraded so much because I want natural light in the background. And I actually always like the idea of taking pride in my background setup. Obviously, there's nothing back there right now, though. I don't really stream very much right now. And I don't really ever have a face cam when I do videos just because it doesn't make sense. Well, here comes Florida State. Yeah, this game's also crazy. I think I lost the pick'em, the bull pick'em for sure. My picks got destroyed in the bull pick'em that we did. A complete FSU team competes with. Are you talking about with Jordan Travis? I'd say yeah. They could with Jordan Travis. They would be able to compete with Georgia. Without him, I don't think they would without him. Do you think Georgia State will win regardless? Georgia State, the Panthers? I don't know about Georgia State. Alabama by 17. I think it'll be a good game. I'm not getting a mullet, man. I gotta cut it before that for sure, man. You're on like a 4-game yeah, I'm on like a 7-game losing streak, dude. Well, I changed the Auburn Maryland pick because I thought that Auburn was gonna win because Tagovailoa's out. Dude, these people look like they don't even want to be at this game. They just showed the Georgia fan base. They looked sad. You love Florida State, not in this game. You know who they're playing? They're playing like their 5th string. I'd be very surprised if Florida State was competitive in this game. They're just not playing anyone. And Georgia still has Carson Beck. They still have their running backs. I mean, sure, Bowers is out, but Georgia still has players that are playing. I think this is going to be an annihilation. That's why I was like, I'm shocked the spread is only 14 points. It's gone up to 22, but I still think it should be higher. Arch Manning, yeah, Arch Manning should go to Ohio State. But I don't know, man. Like, Arch Manning is obsessed with Texas. Oh, yeah, I saw that name. I'm tempted to shout out my Discord, but I don't. Maybe I'll give you guys the Discord link if anyone wants to join it. Let me make sure this is on mute. Hold on. Can I not even pin this? Guys, if you want to join my Discord, you can join it right there, but I don't know why it's not letting me pin it. Bowl game conference arguments are a mosh pit. It's just so random. There's so many opt-outs. I mean, look at Ohio State with a third-string quarterback. You know, I mean, Ohio State's starting quarterback was on the sidelines of a Syracuse game 2 weeks ago. That's why it's just like this with college football, it just doesn't, the calendar is so bad. It's just so bad. FSU getting blown out being, yeah, I mean, but I thought, listen, I thought FSU shouldn't have been in anyways, but I understand what you're saying. There's no way you can take this FSU team and say, oh, you know, this is justification. They're starting their fourth string players. FSU fan, well, yeah, I mean, you're going to get that. They're probably just there to party and drink, FSU fans. Or they're like friends of the program or something. I mean, you go to they're not traveling far because they're going from Tallahassee. Yeah, Noah Fafita is really good. 63-21. That seems really high scoring, man. Love Alabama and Washington. I like Alabama and Texas, but it wouldn't surprise me if Washington wins. Why didn't OSU have a QB ready? Yeah, I mean, that's a big Ryan Day problem. Basically, the Ohio State fan base just trusted that I mean, because really nobody knew how good McCord was because he never played. So it was like Ryan Day saw him in practice. Okay, Ryan Day should have known this kid's just not good enough. You got to go get a quarterback in the portal. I mean, but Day didn't do that. He just stuck with McCord. And McCord was never good enough. Georgia's defense is going to be slow and careless. I don't think so, man. FSU will win. Georgia 45-14. I think it's like 52-7. No reason to attend a bowl game. Yeah, I mean, these bowl games are so tough to watch too. Yeah, McCord. I mean, look at one of the only programs that would actually guarantee him a starting job. McCord is Syracuse. Like, he transferred to Syracuse, and you have all these people on Twitter trying to troll Ohio State and say, "Oh, I bet McCord is laughing." He's on Syracuse. Like, there's a reason they said we can't guarantee you the starting job. Wow. What a horrible start for FSU already. They got the ball at their own 10-yard line on a kickoff return. I don't think the Wyoming game starts until 4:30. But what a random... Yeah, it starts at 4:30. I mean, Maryland is up 31-7, dude. Oregon beats OSU by 24. I don't think they'd fire him mid-season, but... I mean, Oregon's going to be good next year, you know. They should be good. I think we can all agree the same OSU team that, yeah, I mean, Missouri wasn't even that good either, dude. Missouri, what I think they were shut out in the first half. And most, like, part of the second half. Is Brock Glennis starting? Don't pay attention to bowl games. Besides, I mean, I look at New Year's Six. I mean, I look at every game, honestly, but mainly New Year's Six. Hypothetical, if Bama and Texas win on Monday, if Texas beats Alabama twice in 1 year, what does that say about the program? I mean, if they win the national title, it's a huge success. Anytime you win the national title, even though Texas, what did they lose, 5 or 6 games last year? You know, if they beat Alabama again, it'd be pretty crazy. They beat them twice in 1 year, but that's not the takeaway. The takeaway is they won the national championship, and obviously nobody expected, or I guess some people had them in the playoff, but if Texas wins, you know, it's pretty surprising, obviously. Do you think Michigan will be good next season? I don't know, man. We have to see what happens to Michigan, because the offseason could go a number of ways for them. You know, McCarthy probably leaving. You would expect Harbaugh probably staying. I mean, at this point, it seems like there's so many rumors with Harbaugh every year, and he never goes to the NFL. But maybe because of the cheating scandal, it's different. I don't know. It's impossible to say what Michigan will be next year. There's just too much uncertainty surrounding their program right now. Yeah, all of Missouri's points came in the fourth quarter, but they had first and goal at the end of the third. They could have very easily scored in the third. And Florida State is punting. I mean, at least they got a first down. DeQuan, yeah, that was an underrated pickup for Baylor. I was doing research for a video, and I saw Baylor. They were 27.5-point favorites over Texas State and lost outright this year. That's like the biggest upset based on point spread this year. 27.5-point favorites. That's a good punt. It goes to the 20, apparently. What does Penn State do? That was a very disappointing performance for Penn State, man. Very disappointing. I thought Penn State. I mean, look at the way the line moved towards the end. There was big action on Penn State. It went from 3.5 to 5.5. I was like, I think Penn State's gonna be very good in this game. Seeing something like that, it's a lot of money coming in on Penn State right before kickoff, and then they just get. I actually didn't even see the. You know, I would like to see the total yardage in that game because I didn't see it. I don't know if this will. Oh, I just messed that up so bad. I just want to see the total yardage in this game just to see if it was a... I mean, 540 to 5... Yeah, you know, it's kind of what you expect. Penn State probably got a late touchdown there. Penn State got some late yards, I know that. Thoughts on Chris Sale getting traded to the Braves? Oh, there's a first down for Georgia. You know, I think Chris Sale's damaged goods. I think the Braves are getting a little too cute right now. He'll probably only start 7 or 8 games, in my opinion. His arm action is just, especially at this age, it's... But, I mean, I know the player they traded, Grissom, that he wasn't going to start for them. Do you like Obama? I mean, I'm not the biggest fan of Obama, honestly. Finn was a former teammate of mine. Baylor should be... Really? You played at Toledo? Cheating? Yeah, nobody knows what's going to happen with the cheating scandal, man. It's all speculation. There's never been anything like that with the way they did it. How's the bracketology? Yeah, man, I'd like to get back into college basketball. I just don't know how many people are going to watch those type of videos. But, you know, seeing some of these mid-major teams like McNeese, McNeese is looking good. Indiana State, you've got like Drake again. Favorite mid-major? Probably McNeese. Carson back over the middle for a first down to the 41. Do you think Washington, college football gods have it scripted, Texas, Michigan play each other next year, week one? Yeah, but you have to understand that game next year is going to be neutered because Harbaugh is not going to be coaching it. But I guess it doesn't matter because technically Harbaugh didn't even coach the Ohio State-Michigan game. The college football gods, oh, I just already read that. What do you think of Washington? I think I think people are overrating Washington. Guys, go look at Michael Penix's game log. His last 7 or 8 games, he was not very good. See, the thing that people tend to do, wow. Oh, I thought FSU got that. FSU really should have recovered that. People tend to, when you've got a team like Washington who's considered, like an underdog, they look at them with, rose-colored glasses. They never talk about their flaws, but Penix Jr. was not good in the second half of the year. I'm just being honest. He wasn't. Maryland is making the playoff next year. Hilarious. I mean, listen, they'll probably go 7-5 again. What's up, man? Happy New Year. Any thoughts on the Pistons? Yeah, they're not as bad as their record, man. It's just an unfortunate situation. Should FSU claim it? Absolutely they should. If FSU wins with 4th-string players against Georgia, I mean, obviously they should claim it. They'd be undefeated, and they have a really good resume. But it's a charade. It's not going to matter. But they should still claim it. I mean, it's like UCF claiming it. Nobody cares. Didn't expect Oklahoma to lose against Arizona. Yeah, I mean, Oklahoma, you had Dylan Gabriel. I mean, if Dylan Gabriel was playing in that game, I think they win pretty easily. It is what it is. Remember, Jackson Arnold threw an interception when they were up by 11 points going in to score a touchdown. Oh, no way. They almost got a 3rd and 22. It's about 4th and 4. I'm guessing they go for it. Why wouldn't you go for it? Do I have anything? Nah, I mean, I don't know. I don't know what YouTubers normally do for something like that. I think the Braves were trying to avoid spending a ton of money. Yeah, I know, but dude, Sale is... Wow, what a bad throw that was. Or I don't know if it was a bad route or what. But FSU gets a stop. He had... I don't even know who Dylan Bell is. Yeah, that white receiver from Georgia. I know who you're talking about. I mean, I just don't understand. The Braves have to, maybe it's just I get scared pitchers are going to get injured, but with Sale, it's like a guarantee. You played at Toledo from 2017 to 2020. That's impressive, man. Plans for New Year's night. You mean New Year's Eve? Like tomorrow, you're saying? I don't have any plans, man. Who do you think will be a Heisman finalist next year? Someone asked me that. I don't know. It's probably going to be somebody we don't think of. I'm sure like Ewers will be a top candidate because he's coming back. Milroe. Yeah, it's going to be like those guys. Bet US had Georgia minus 23.5. It doesn't surprise me. Do you remember Texas Tech, Wyoming, rare 7:30 game, CBS rain delay? Texas Tech, Wyoming. Yes. I mean, that was week 1. That was a horrible scheduling job by Texas Tech. Texas Tech could have been a really good program this year. They shouldn't have had a game like that on the road in week 1. They ruined their season. People were ranking Texas Tech inside the top 25 in the preseason. They weren't actually ranked there, but they were getting votes. And then they lost to Wyoming and then should have beaten Oregon, but then they lost week 2 as well. Last year's, the last stream was, I remember that, man. I mean, Ohio State thoroughly controlled that game. I was watching on stream, so it was a little bit different, though. Like, in terms of me analyzing it, but it seemed like Ohio State controlled that game. Imagine Iowa winning the national championship. Oh, it would be, they need some offensive talent. How about Joe Flacco to the Cowboys if Dak can't get it done? They're not going to do that. No, I would. The Cowboys are in not a great spot because it's looking like they're going to have to. I thought Dak Prescott just got a contract like 2 years ago. I don't know what happened to it. But apparently, he's due another big contract. I think they're going to have to pay Dak Prescott. I don't know, man. Listen, the only way I'm paying Dak Prescott, he's got to at least go to the Super Bowl this year, you know. But is another team going to pay him $50 million per year? Yeah, turnover on downs. Yeah, Carson Beck, I don't know what that was. That was a bad throw to an open receiver. Ole Miss, I don't think they destroyed Penn State. They handily beat them. They didn't destroy them. I was just looking at the yardage. It was like they outgained them by like 40 yards. It's a slot fest. Yeah, I mean, dude, I feel like when is the last good game I actually streamed had to have been literally a year ago. That's how I've just had really bad luck with this, I think. But I think the Alabama-Michigan game's going to be good. But we knew this game was going to be bad. I mean, if Florida State somehow wins, it would be interesting if they decide to claim a title. I mean, Florida State's not going to be able to move the ball, though, man. It's already 3rd and 8. Looking like bet the under. Yeah, but college football is weird. It can swing really quickly. Best NFL bets tomorrow. I could do that if you remind me at like halftime. I'll do it. If FSU is going to claim a natty if they win. Yeah, but they're going to have it. Listen, that's just the way it is, though. If you're starting third-string players, obviously if FSU loses, they're going to say, oh, it doesn't matter, we didn't try. And if they somehow win, they're going to claim a natty. So, yeah, technically they can have it, but, well, I mean, at the end of the day, it goes on the record books. Like, the Ohio State-Missouri game, technically Missouri beat Ohio State. That's what happened, but obviously if you add context to it, it's a little bit different. You don't like where your life is, how do you cope? I mean, it depends on what you're doing. I always, ask people, what's your job and stuff, and normally that's the culprit of, problems and also social life, things like that. Will Dak win? I think the MVP's wide open, man. I thought McCaffrey would win it, honestly. I'm surprised they haven't been pumping up McCaffrey to win the award, personally. Auburn, yeah, Auburn's this is a really bad effort from Auburn. Because didn't Auburn fans, they were like, oh, Peyton Thorne is actually good. He had no receivers. He's a horrible quarterback. They were trying to start the narrative that Peyton Thorne is good. Will I stream the whole game? I guess it depends if it's a blowout or not. I mean, that Ohio State-Missouri game was so bad, man. Will I go to the Super Bowl? No, I'm not going to the Super Bowl, brother. Oh, will I go to a Super Bowl? Still no. I've never been a big, I don't know, maybe it's just because of my older age. I just go into these games, I don't know, man. Yeah, I saw that OKC arena. But like, that OKC situation is very strange, Dakota. Think about it. They haven't released any renderings. That's normally one of the first. They normally release the renderings even before it gets approved to try and get fan support. But there's been no renderings of their new arena. How's dating life go? Dude, I had a post-nut clarity moment. I don't think the dating. I decided to delete all of those, before Christmas. Maybe I'll do a video on it. Do I use my YouTube clout? No, man, you gotta have like 1 million subscribers for that. Lamar Jackson will win it. Dude, Lamar Jackson ain't winning the MVP, dude. His stats are not even close to good enough. I mean, he's winning for sure, but he's not winning the MVP. They don't want running backs to win MVP. I know, but you would figure like McCaffrey, they would really lean into him winning the MVP. That's why it surprised me. Yeah, I agree. I don't think Lamar has MVP numbers. Best NFL stadium. You know, for me, I mean, I think I ranked Lambeau as number one. It's kind of a cop out. Modern stadiums. Best NFL. I mean, I love the exterior of Allegiant, but the interior is kind of mid. Georgia has 19 opt-outs, really? I didn't even know they had that many. You found out that Chase Young chews tobacco. I mean, that's strange, especially in 2023. That's a strange move for a young man. Nevada, Iowa. Yeah, I remember that game. What a miserable game that is. Nevada was terrible. I mean, Nevada's always terrible, but I remember like last year that game happening. That would be a good video idea. Games that involved rain delays. Alabama, South Florida. Whenever there's whenever there's a weather delay in a college football game, the game always becomes low scoring. At least that's what I think. It just feels like it. Why haven't we gotten renderings for the A's new stadium? Very strange. I mean, obviously now they're not going to release them because it's the window in between Christmas and New Year's. So they would at least wait until January. But I don't know what happened to their renderings. There was something wrong with their renderings, obviously. They said, oh, there's been a tragedy. Okay, that's fine. You can wait a week, but it's been 4 weeks now. There's something wrong with their renderings. I don't know what it is. You need to make more life videos. I know that was, I did make one today, but, tomorrow I'll do my channel review video, which will be partly a life video talking about it, But yeah, I mean, I like doing those videos. They're easy to market because it's just myself. So if you subscribe to me, it's like you're just subscribing to hear me talk, which is really, like, that's the kind of people that I want. Is Trey Lance I mean, dude, Trey Lance, I don't even think Trey Lance he started like 3 games. I think some team's going to have to give him a chance next year, but I don't even know if he'll get a chance. Didn't he get traded for a 4th round pick or something? Oh my goodness. Worst NFL stadium. I mean, that's kind of a cop-out. It's FedEx Field. Did you ever have a bunch of silly bands? No. Was that a trend when you were a kid? You know the trend where you have like the little animal in a ball? I don't know if anyone knows that. I didn't have that either, but I remember that. Lamar is not turning the ball over. That may help his MVP case. I just don't think I don't think they're going to give it to him. I saw his numbers. They're just not good enough. Ohio State sucks. Yeah, I mean, I can't disagree. That one I told you, yeah, Texas Tech, Wyoming, weather delay. This is going to be like 23-13. I don't think so, man. I think Georgia should step on the gas at some point. I made a fatal mistake of shaving my beard. Now I look 17 again. Dude, that's the exact same thing that happened to me. Well, Robert, was it because you got curious? Dude, because I hadn't clean shaved. I'll always trim it down. But I hadn't like used an actual razor since probably in like 4 or 5 years. So I got curious and I was like, I'll make a video out of it, I don't know, man. It just, obviously I haven't seen myself like that and for so long. Some people think you should shave when you're young to try and look younger, but I don't know. You're hearing the A's are waiting for the Super Bowl to release the renderings. I don't think that's a great strategy personally. I mean, if that's their strategy, you're going to get overshadowed by the Super Bowl. But maybe that is. You missed the vlogs, yeah. The vlogs are they're a good thing. Dude, if I moved, I could do a vlog on that. That would be crazy. Besides Kansas, Oklahoma, that was high scoring. Yeah, that was a strange one. You're right. I remember that weather delay game. Wasn't that the game that Kansas was up like 14-0 early? That was a miserable weather game in Lawrence. Even before the delay, it was like misting. It's the worst type of weather. What if Hawaii has a game at 12 a.m. and then a rain delay for 40 minutes and then it goes in? Well, I mean, it'd obviously be very late, but nobody watches those games anyways. I think the only way that would matter is if Hawaii somehow had, you know, an 11:59 game when they were ranked, or like they somehow hosted Alabama or something. Live reaction. Yeah, I did. Dude, you know how I got that video? I had to, I think I, wait, did I screen record? I think I had to screen record. There's no other way to get a video like that because I don't record my live streams. So the only way I could take clips out of my live stream is if I screen record my own video. Giant Christmas tree hits India. Yeah, I think I did one with India too or something. I don't know what that was, man. It's strange stuff when you're who knows what I was thinking. Yes, Turtle, Happy New Year, man. DeSantis dropped out. You're trolling, dude. They spent way too much money. He's not going to drop out before, unless he made a deal with Nikki Haley. He spent way too much money. Dude, there's no... You're trolling me with 3 ads in 10 minutes. I have it set to the second weakest. Okay, you can. This is what you can do. You can do 1 ad every 30 minutes, 1 ad every 24 minutes, 1 ad every 18 minutes, 1 ad every 10 minutes. Mine is set to 1 ad every 24 minutes. So I don't know how you're getting 3 ads in 10 minutes. I think you're lying, brother. Come on. Auburn is extremely bipolar. Well, Auburn just always plays Alabama tough. I think that's what we should take away from this. And no one else. All right, let's see. 2nd and 10 for Carson Beck at midfield. That was a dart. And it looks like George is driving a little bit down to the 31. Midway through the first, this game is trash. Yeah, what did we expect? Worst sports fan. I know, but that's so subjective, man. You know, like, who is, I mean, obviously, if you're like an Ohio State fan, you think Michigan fans suck. If you're a Michigan fan, you think Ohio State fans suck. I mean, I think I do think there are some very annoying fan bases, but it's like you go back and forth. You know, it just depends who's really in the narrative. Like, Florida State fans have been very annoying, but they kind of did get screwed. Have you seen the clip of, is that Obama? Oh, Osama bin Laden playing. No, I've never seen that clip. All right, 15-yard line, run. Looks like a touchdown. Boy, that's a big boy running. Yeah, George is up 7-0. Georgia playoff book conservative playbook. Yeah. Your New Year's resolution should be no fap. Dude, you're obsessed, man. You get, dude, come on. Superdome needs to be demolished. Oh, no. They're not going to demolish the Superdome. They've invested $400 million into it now. Thoughts on, the streamer kid? I don't know, man. He's like 10. My resolution is to get outside. Yeah, no, I understand it. Thoughts on Gillette Stadium? I think it's pretty average, if I'm going to be honest. They're trying to, like, bring some interesting features in, like the lighthouse and things like that. Oh, I love Ohio Stadium. Ohio Stadium's beautiful. If not Lamar, who wins MVP? I think McCaffrey will win it, personally. Or maybe a quarterback. I mean, there's a few quarterbacks. I don't think they're going to give it to Purdy, but like Tua still has decent odds. If Tyreek Hill goes crazy in these last 2 games, maybe he wins it. You wish FCS versus Power 5. Yeah, dude, you should actually see some of these college basketball games. College basketball is even worse with it because they have like Division 2, Division 3 teams. But the college basketball, the scores are getting higher. Like Duke scores 106. Against Queens. Queens Queens is a member of Division One, but yeah, some of these games are just like, look at this, Loyola New Orleans. Some of these teams, it's just wow. What if they actually get upset? South Carolina Upstate, King, Tennessee. Paul Quinn, I've seen them a lot. Let's see if we can find one of these games that's just an annihilation. Like, look at this, dude. 38 total points. Central Connecticut should not be winning games by 50. It's crazy. Ever been to Smoothie King? No, I haven't. How do you feel about Power 5 teams playing non-conference games near the end of the season, like versus Group of 5 of FCS? I mean, it's tough. I personally, I don't really. I mean, it shouldn't happen. You know, it really shouldn't happen. It's ridiculous. It's one of those things in college football that doesn't make sense, and it'll be corrected eventually. But it takes time. That's like the evolution of the sport. Can you play more Roblox or invite us to play with you? I mean, I might have to do some research into actually what gets views on that. Maybe I'll try and do another video on something. Because really all I did was go to the Twin Towers. You need to make gaming content. I mean, I am trying to make some gaming content. I was thinking of doing a video, me playing GTA 5 and just cutting up a bunch of clips. I mean, I say some, you know, I don't know, maybe I shouldn't do that. Let's play some bad stuff in that. Yeah, I think the Pistons are just in an unfortunate situation. They're not tanking. I mean, there's no one to tank for. Yeah, DeMar Hamlin. It's unfortunate what's happened to him. He's getting bullied now. You got to feel bad for it because everyone is against him winning it. Kirk Cousins. Honestly, he honestly could have. It's a wide open award. If he was like 11 or 12 wins right now with a bunch of yards, he probably could have won it. Do you think Russia should take No, come on. Remember the Mongol Empire, man? That's how much land did they have? Thoughts on Stonehill? Yeah, I saw that. Dude, Stonehill barely even joined Division 1. Like 2 years ago, Stonehill joined. Imagine losing to a team with no logo. I mean, they have a logo. It's just not an ESPN system because they're not Division 1. You're 6'1", Come on. You're trolling, man. What are you, the next Wembanyama? If you're 6'1" and 15, I would say you're definitely not done growing. Mike Tomlin is not a... Yeah, I mean, Mike Tomlin's a... He might need a new change of scenery. He's been at Pittsburgh for a while. Is the Big 12 the best bet? Yeah, I mean, I don't see enough. Well, the Big 12 got Houston as well. They were already the best, and then they added Houston. And now apparently BYU's good. Make a video on the worst college programs in each sport. But I mean, if we're doing each sport, it would just be basketball and football. I mean, would anyone really care about baseball, college baseball? It would really just be like college basketball and college football. Yeah, Mississippi Valley State is always the worst. Chicago State used to be really bad, but now this year I think they're a little bit better in terms of college basketball. Yeah, I mean that would be an obvious choice for me to do, like do a rebuild in NCAA 22, but it's not coming out until the summer at least. Thoughts on Lee Corso? I mean, he needs to retire. That someone's, you know, it's a sad situation. Oh, FSU going deep. And it's too far. 3rd and 9. You should play Fortnite. I would get destroyed on Fortnite, man. The only, like, dude, I'm pretty good at, like, Call of Duty World War II. I think the game that Sledgehammer made, maybe back in 2018, I had, like, a 1.4 KD. 1.47 or something. James Madison. Yeah, I remember James Madison winning by 100. And another incompletion. It looks like FSU is going to be punting again. When the next college, I know that it's just that one is obvious that I should play that. I'm just because I already have the fan base for it, you know. Any other game I really don't have the fan base for. I would be really trying to tread up water. Ohio State, Indiana, that was a great snow game with Braxton Miller. That was a great game. Just a random college football game. I like that. You're confused about the college basketball tournament with power schools like UCLA, Gonzaga, Kansas, Tennessee, Purdue, and Marquette. Yeah, Shabadan. Yeah, I don't know why they always have that tournament with that Division II team. It must be some type of tie-in or something. It is very strange. Kirk Cousins with the Commanders. Well, he was never with the Commanders. He was with the Redskins. He left before way before they changed their name. Brock Glenn sounds like a fake Madden name. Yeah, Brock Glenn is brutal, man. I mean, it's tough, though. You know, he's facing a good defense. FSU needs to just not turn the ball over. They might be able to keep it at least kind of close if they don't turn the ball over. But if they start turning the ball over... Oh, they host... Yeah, that makes sense. It had to have been something like that. They host the tournament. Lincoln Kienholz heading to Akron. I feel bad for him, man. I do feel bad for him. He had no time to throw, and he's a true freshman, but he should have been a little bit more ready than that. You watch a lot of Georgia and don't know... Is Georgia like on their third string as well? Because I don't watch a ton of Georgia personally. I mean, obviously I know their schedule. I know how they did, but it's not like I watch them every play. The only team I watch every play is like... I watch a lot of Ohio State. I watch a decent amount of Michigan. I watch an okay amount of Penn State. Man, I don't know what that throw was by Carson Beck. You should do what if 9/11 was carried out, but I don't even know what that means, man. I have done a few videos on what if 9/11 happened today. I think I tried to do a video on what if 9/11 happened during a rainstorm, and it might have gotten demonetized. I don't remember. I'd have to look it up. Oh my god. How is Lad Makaki even playing? Dude, you're not getting ad every 5 minutes. Come on. What's up, brother? Tennessee, Iowa will be a good game. I mean, maybe. They're just running through him. He's not very fast, though. Whoa, he almost stayed in and scored there. Yeah, it's about to be 14. About to be 14-0. Washington State and Oregon State clinched a spot. I don't know what they're going to do. Does anyone know what they're going to do for a conference championship? Are they just going to face each other? There's no way. That's just such a troll. Dude, but what happened to Milton? Why is he so slow now? He's got a brace. I wonder if he got injured, had a bad injury before. Thoughts on YouTube bots? I mean, dude, honestly, I'll be honest. My channel, if you compare my channel to go to an investor channel and look at the comment activity, I'm actually very lucky. When I upload a video, basically no bots. On here, maybe I'll get one or two bots. But if you look at like investing type of content, crypto, stock market, whatever, there's like 20 different bots and it's a chain. And one person says, I invested into blah, blah, blah. And then the other bot says, oh, really? How do you do that? And then there's like 5 of them all having a conversation with themselves. So I think, I'm very lucky to not have the bot problem. Will the Browns get the first? No, they're not going to get the first seed. They're going to get the 5th seed because Baltimore is, I would imagine, going to win the AFC North. I remember Robot Chicken on Adult Swim. Remember watching that at a sleepover when you're younger? You think you're a badass? Robot Chicken. What's the one? What is that one show with the three, with the fries, the shake, the meatball, on Adult Swim? Yeah, the Cowboys game should be good, man. That should be a good game. I think the Cowboys should win and cover, though. I'm expecting a good win from Dallas. This game is at least more entertaining. Yeah, it is. Barely, but you're right, it is. Last night was brutal, man. This is like Alabama, Michigan State. Throwback. 2015 playoff. Yeah, that was a brutal game, man. Aqua Team? Hunger Force. Hilarious, man. Yeah. What a weird name. There's no way I would have gotten that name, man. What team do you want to be in the playoffs? What teams do I want to be? We already know some of the teams in the playoffs, but like from a wild card perspective, obviously I want the Browns. I do want the Bills. I want to see Josh Allen in the playoffs. NFC, I mean, people will be like they want to see Baker Mayfield. I don't know, man. I'd rather see New Orleans personally win that division. Certainly not Atlanta. Certainly not Atlanta. You got Detroit winning. Wait, does Detroit play tonight? The Pistons play? Oh, God. They're going to win at some point, man. Come on. Rick and Morty? Really? I didn't know that was on Adult Swim. Remember when you said it's a similar situation where 3 times in a live stream? Braves, yeah, Braves are relocating. Just troll people. Oh, they already scored. 14-0. What do I have against the Bucks? I don't know, man. It doesn't really matter. They can make the playoffs. I don't really care, but I hate the Monday Night Wild. Yeah, the Monday Night Wildcard game is out of place. Free Wingstop. Yeah, free Wingstop if Georgia wins. No win situation. Well, I mean, they're just... Listen, we knew this. Like, this is the thing. I'm not going to take my victory lap yet. I'll wait for it to be 28-0. But, like, this has got to be the most... I can go back to where I said it when it was a 14-point spread. I was like, what am I missing? Now, I don't want to take my victory lap yet. It's college football. Maybe FSU tries to come back. But it's just like the spread never made any sense to me. Thoughts on if conferences go to 21 schools and 3 divisions? Oh, man. It just seems like such a mess, man. Is that being talked about? 21 schools, 4 conference tournaments, 3 division winners, and a wild card? Pistons got a wake-up call versus Boston. Yeah, they got to go on a massive winning streak here. They'll go on a massive winning streak. I agree. You can't explain. Well, I don't like the NBA because of the scoring. It's just too much scoring, in my opinion. It's too much of a good thing. Oh, Maryland got a pick six. That's why they went up 31-7. Matt Stafford, one of the rare NFL trades where both teams won big. I know both those quarterbacks are good. I mean, obviously the Rams already won because they won a Super Bowl with Stafford. And the Lions, I don't know what the Lions will be doing with Goff. I would imagine he's going to be their quarterback the next few years. We'll have to see how they end the season, though. If they lose in the wild card round, that's going to be demoralizing. They're going to host a playoff game, the Lions, I believe. So good for them. That'll be fun to see. There's two teams I want to see host playoff games, the Lions and the Browns. You want to see Bills versus Chiefs? Yeah, that would be a heavyweight matchup. Bowl games are pointless. Oh, yeah. I mean, it's just these teams are playing third-string players. It's kind of self-explanatory. It's almost like it's an exhibition game where it just doesn't matter because they're playing their second and third string. We'll see if FSU can do something here. Deep throw by Glenn. Oh my goodness, what a throw. Down to the 2-yard line. Should college football do conference tournaments? No, there's just not enough. There's too many games. There'd be too many games. They can't play like 18 or 19 games. They're not going to be able to do that. Top 3 college football teams going into next year. I mean, you'd have to say Alabama. I mean, the problem with doing that is it just ends up being all the top teams that are returning their quarterback. So basically what anyone would say, Alabama, Georgia, Michigan. Although we'll see what happens with Michigan. Man, what was that? 2nd and goal. Lions, yeah, because the Rams haven't had a first-round pick in like 3 years. You're right. They sent them like 2 or 3 first-round picks. Who are they bring? Oh, no, that is still Brock Glenn. All right, 2nd and goal from the 4 for Florida State. We'll see if they can score here. They got to get the playoff. They barely get the playoff. And it's 3rd and goal. Incomplete. Play Fusion. Football Fusion. I don't know what that is. All right, see ya, man. GG. Yeah, I'm watching it on TV personally. But I can't illegally stream it, obviously. The algorithm would pick it up. Steelers, Ravens, wild card. I think the Ravens would easily win that game. I mean, it's a rivalry. It'll be, that'd be interesting. Maybe a pass nope. Wow, Florida State's really going to try and do a field goal down 14-0. They're trying not to get shut out. How did the Panthers not even get a first-round pick? Because the running back position is so devalued at this point. And he's been injured. He was getting a bigger contract. That's why. His contract worked against his value. And he was injured. Yeah, I'm going to make a video on big upsets this year. I already have the video researched. I just have to record it. Future NIL contracts will require... Yeah, I think they already do that. There was a Texas A&M lineman that entered the portal, and because of his NIL deal, he had to retract his name and go back to A&M or something. Kids are signing really bad deals. I mean, it's going to happen. They're going to get taken advantage of. They're young, And the problem is, even when you get agents, then the agents are just going to take advantage of them. Rams haven't had a first-round pick in 7 years. Dude, I think they have one this upcoming year. The Browns haven't had a first-round pick in 3 years, too. Bears, yeah. Well, the Bears could break out of their purgatory because they have the number 1 overall pick. So if they just draft Caleb Williams, they're probably going to break out of it. And they have another top 10 pick. FSU needs to drop the lawsuit if they lose. The lawsuit's a charade. They were never going to win the lawsuit anyways. It's just to show that the state of Florida is fighting for them, and it's a charade. Was a terrible year. Yeah, I'm sorry about that, man. Well, it's 14 to... Oh, this game started. Yeah, I have Wyoming winning this game and covering, but they were like 2.5-point underdogs. So I think I might be doing a little bit better in terms of... I can't even go to it. What's up, man? Since the running back position is so devalued at this point, why did... Yeah, that was a bad pick, man. But even Gibbs, think about Jahmyr Gibbs going 12th overall. But yeah, that's just I mean, the Falcons are just... They need a quarterback. I mean, listen. They have decent offensive talent, But they spent 4th overall pick on Kyle Pitts, a tight end, which is very bad value. 8th overall pick on a running back. 9th overall pick on a receiver, Drake London. And they don't have a quarterback. Very strange. Fantasy football is the death of football discussion. I mean, yeah, a lot of people talk about fantasy. FCS North Alabama really messed with... Yeah, that was a weird game. North Alabama, I think, was up 14-0, and then Jordan Travis got injured, but then FSU ended up blowing them out. When do you know it's for sure it's truly over? I think, when you're alone on Thanksgiving. Just want to say, hey, yeah, Richard, I appreciate it, man. Glad we have Bama, Michigan. Yeah, these are brutal games, man. Yeah, I'm gonna play GTA. I just gotta I gotta buy a connector so I can connect my controller and play on the PC. Fields to Atlanta. I think Atlanta's got to do something. Whether it's Fields, whether it's Russell Wilson, it's going to be somebody. And really, for Atlanta, Fields would only cost them a 2nd-round pick, you would think. But Atlanta is going to get a new quarterback for sure. Fields to New Orleans. I don't know about Derek Carr's contract. I think he signed a 3-year contract. Maybe there's an opt-out clause for the team. And a first... Oh my goodness, what a weird hurdle attempt. That's an athletic tight end. Looks like a young Brock Bowers. Oh, is that Oscar Derp? I remember him from recruiting. You're yeah, that was a David. That was a strange event. Oh my goodness, what a catch! You should watch that catch. Wow. Just to get a running back and tight end, Falcons passed on Micah Parsons, Jalen Carter. Yeah, they passed on a bunch. They really should have taken Will Levis, man. I don't know what the hate was for Will Levis. I think a lot, I think some of it was like, I don't know. That was a very straight. I don't know why Will Levis fell to the 2nd round. What is more valuable, left tackle or running back? It's left tackle, which is crazy to say, but it's most assuredly left. Just look at their value. Imagine trading the best left tackle in the league versus the best running back. It's just the tackle is so much more valuable, believe it or not. David, I don't think so, David. I don't think so. Thoughts on Washington State almost beating Washington? Well, Washington had a number of close games like that towards the end of the season. That's why I'm not... Dude, this is not good. Not good. Not good at all. 21-3. 21-3. We might have a rout. Will Kyler Murray get traded? Arizona will draft. I'd rather have Murray instead of Fields. Yeah, Murray's an interesting case. I wonder what... I don't think Murray's worth a lot, though. The problem with Murray is he's so small. He already had a major injury, and he has a massive contract. So there's some things working against him. I mean, maybe Atlanta would be interested in him. You know, if I'm Arizona and I want to get out of that contract, he's still technically a decent quarterback. You could take, you know, Drake May or maybe Caleb Williams if you trade up. There's a lot of intriguing thoughts when it comes to what some of these teams are going to be doing. Georgia on a warpath. Remember that, dude? I say teams on a warpath. I don't even think that. I just think Florida State is nobody, man. They just have no. I mean, I called this. I said this is exactly what happened. It just doesn't. You know, I don't know, man. It's just not a competitive game. Can't figure Kyler out. Yeah, well, this year it's impossible to really grade Kyler just because the supporting cast is so bad. Sam Howell should not be the Commanders. Oh, I agree. I think that Sam Howell thing. Sam Howell is like he's a good backup. If you need to start him in a pinch, it's fine. But he can't be your quarterback for the next 4 or 5 years. There's no way. You know, because they have actual decent weapons on that team with Jahad Dotson, Terry McLaurin. Curtis Samuel's not terrible. Antonio Gibson kind of as a receiving back. And he's, I mean, how many interceptions, you know? The route is on. You bet them, you had them minus 19.5. Yeah, I think you'll win. Oh, man. It is Jonathan. It is what it is, man. You know, you're gonna get that. NCAA Football Dynasty is a subscriber cheat code. Yeah, maybe, and I only think it's gonna get. I only think it's gonna get greater. The demand for it is gonna get greater leading up to the release. Maybe that's what I should do. The problem is that game is, well, I guess it doesn't matter. I mean, what do you pay $60 for it? The game is very expensive, the 2014 game. I would have to get a version of it, a modern version of it, and maybe play like an old Dominion Dynasty. Wait, who did I say? Charlotte? Yeah, Charlotte's the most random team, man. Charlotte University. Mason Rudolph or Lamar Jackson. That's a tough call, man. Huskers or Longhorns. I think I like Texas, man. I like Texas. What QB should the Vikings start? What are none of them? I don't know, man. Nick Mullins versus Dobbs. Come on. I guess Nick Mullins. I don't know. Dobbs has been terrible. We need a rematch, App State versus Michigan. I think Michigan would win, but it'd be funny, yeah. What do you think of UCLA's future? UCLA is in a tough spot. Losing Dante Moore. Possibly getting... Who was UCLA rumored to be in for? Oh, yeah, the transfer from USC. The 5-star QB transfer from USC. No. We got a fumble on the kickoff. We got a recovery by Georgia. See, that's why it's going to be a blowout. You can't do that. Georgia going to win 45-10. Vikings ending their Packers season tomorrow. That'll be an interesting game. I don't think it's tomorrow. I think that's the Monday night. Oh, no, you're right. It is the Sunday night game because there's no Monday night game because of all of the college football. What if the attackers were caught beforehand? No one would even know about it. You know about the Bojanka plot? Nobody knows about that. Nobody would know about 9/11. It wouldn't even be, if they were caught. Who would take Tomlin? Oh, he'd go somewhere for sure. Unless he wanted to. Sometimes coaches like to take a year off and assess their options and try and find the best spot and then go back to it. Oh, it's a trick play. Throw it away. Oh, wow. That's a great move. Oh my god. 28-3. Dude, I honestly, now I'm mad at myself. I seriously am mad at myself because I haven't bet, but I knew there was a guarantee when that spread was sitting at 14 that Georgia was going to cover. I should have thrown like $5,000 on it, legitimately. I would make like a free 5K. Do I go to Putin Bay? No, I don't. I never been to Putin Bay. Putin Bay? The little island area. Brock Bowers coming back. Yeah, come on, man. You're going to miss the old conferences. Yeah. Well, it'll be... I kind of like that this is happening, though, because I like different teams facing off against each other, personally, rather than just the same games. But I can understand. I know, dude. Georgia minus 20. Dude, I can't believe we didn't bet it. It's just crazy. I was saying when they were minus 14, it was the most obvious thing in history. I don't know why Vegas had Georgia only a 14-point favorite. Dude, that dude is he's pretty athletic. He's gonna run a good 4-4-1. Run, white boy, run. Dude, that's pretty impressive, honestly. He should go in maybe second or third round. FSU should put the Pop-Tarts. Yeah, but the Pop-Tart died. Unfortunately, they ate him. That's a great thing you said. World War III predictions. I think our galaxy is gonna get a nice firework show. It's such a bad thing to say. I edge to you. I thought you were gonna say you soak to me. Do I have a lot of money? No, I don't have a lot of money. Dude, you got to feel bad for this FSU team. Patrick Mahomes or Aiden O'Connell? Well, are you talking about a whining match? I would take Mahomes. If it's a whining match, my goodness, Mahomes would beat anyone. Wyoming would be a cool place to cope. Yeah, anywhere like in Wyoming, like Idaho, Wyoming, South Dakota. North Dakota is a little bit too cold. It's minus 41.5. That's the live spread. Dude, I would probably say they're gonna cover that. World War III spread. What is the World War III spread? United States minus 1,100 to win. Russia plus 2,000. North Korea. All right, 28-3. Oh, they're bringing in a Wildcat formation. Huge run. Oh, a nice run in a Wildcat. Pop-Tart Bowl was great marketing. Yeah, definitely got a bunch of people. Vegas gives more favorable lines. Yeah, but this was different, man. I mean, this line was outrageous in my opinion. It was like 20 points wrong. Western South Dakota. Yeah, the problem with the western side of South Dakota, it's mountain time zone. I don't think I could do mountain time zone. West Virginia's head coach got nutted on. Oh, when they dumped mayo on him? Are you talking about? Yeah, dude, I like mayonnaise. Dude, what is with this this narrative in the where people hate mayonnaise? Does anyone know what this is? Who thinks mayonnaise is bad? Mayonnaise it's good, dude. Now, obviously, if you have too much of it, it's bad. But it's the same thing. If you just eat ketchup by itself, it tastes bad. Mayonnaise is good on a sandwich. There's no denying it. Jesse Palmer just called Hard Rock Stadium. Dude, there's no way. There's no way. Jesse Palmer needs to go back to The Bachelor. Come on. They're literally running a Wildcat formation. My favorite band. I do have I do like a few different bands. Or probably just one. Mayo is nasty. Dude, stop trolling, man. Come on. What is with people who hate mayonnaise, hating candy corn? These are good foods, folks. Let's not do this. It reminds me of an NPC thing that happened back when Alien Covenant came out and everyone became an NPC and said, oh, it's bad because, you know, because some critic told me it was bad. Don't listen to critics. Don't be an NPC. What's my least favorite food? I mean, I just can't eat like things like broccoli, you know. Cauliflower's another one I can't get down. I think broccoli is worse than cauliflower, though. At least cauliflower, it's not. The thing with broccoli is it has those little pointy things or whatever. Those little, like, imagine you've got the stem and you just bite into like the. Oh, God. Did I put any money on? I would not put money on that game now. I would say Texas probably covers, but that game is going to be very strange. That game doesn't start until 8:45 at night on a work day because it's the first leaning into the second. So everyone goes back to work on the second. And that game doesn't start till 8:45. It's crazy. You agree that, yeah, I think candy corn's good. I hate mayonnaise and I hate ketchup. You prefer mustard. You hate ranch dressing. I mean, I like all of those that you just named, honestly. I like ranch as well. Candy corn is average. Come on. Thank God 12-team playoff is coming. I agree, man. Chandler, I agree. FSU, it's a charade, man. It's a joke. FSU, oh, they got 4th and 1 now. Mayo is for white college girls. That doesn't fit. That dude, come on, it's too many calories, bro. They just get one of those Starbucks drinks. That's their entire meal. That's their entire daily intake. Yeah, I can't eat broccoli. There's no way. You don't trust anyone who likes sushi. Yeah, but there's places where it's like they make sushi really good sometimes, man. They like load it up with stuff though. More likely to melt down. Miami. What do you mean? In what sense? The city melt down? Or are you talking about like Miami, the Hurricanes? Oh, you're talking about the Dolphins or you're talking about NFL. I would say Detroit. Well, I'd say both of them, honestly, dude. Those teams have not had a lot of playoff experience. Big fan, love what. All right. I appreciate it, Daniel. I appreciate it. Clemson fell off. Yeah, Clemson's trying to cope real bad now. They won a meaningless bowl game, and they're like, oh, we're good now. Come on. Stop coping. New Orleans is such a dead team. The Saints, yeah, they're just average. You're more hyped for the NFL draft than the Super. Yeah, the draft is always interesting, man. Problem with sushi is it's too expensive. Yeah, I've never ever said in my life like I need sushi so bad. I want sushi. I've never said that once in my life. Dude, G. Scott was close to a headbutt last night. It would have literally changed. It would have changed the trajectory of the 2024 U.S. election if that headbutt would have connected. He was so close to a headbutt. It would have. I think Ohio State would have won. They would have declared a victory for Ohio State right there. It would have changed a lot for sure. A lot of people in the Eastern Standard Time, NPC. Yeah, I mean, I'll agree with you. My time zone is NPC. I'll agree with that. You know, is England's right in the middle, really? I thought it was 1 hour ahead. What's worse, tornado or hurricane? Depends the severity of it. Hurricanes normally create widespread crazy damage, but again, depends on if it's a category 1, 3, 4. Normally hurricanes are bigger events though. Lions, Cowboys. I got the Cowboys. I feel very good about the Cowboys winning by at least 10. Come on, man. During the supply chain crisis, cauliflower was always still available because it was the one thing no one would buy. That's funny, man. Yeah, people would rather starve than... I mean, listen, I'm not going to hate on cauliflower horribly, but it's just got a bad taste to it. And it's like whitish, it's just... Sushi is good. I mean, yeah, I think sushi is good, but I never really go out of my way to get sushi. Who should the Bears take? I think they got to take Caleb Williams, man. Anyone not taking Alabama? I've seen some people say Michigan is going to win. I've seen that. Remember when the Browns went 0-15-1? Remember when they went 0-16 and then back-to-back? What's the most NPC state? I'm tempted to say Massachusetts. Question? Goodness. Yeah, I don't know what that question was, man. Who would take Tomlin? I mean, I'm sure there's 3 or 4 teams that would take Tomlin that are desperate. Probably the Falcons, honestly. Makes sense to not have sushi. I mean, sushi's in every state. It's in every state. There's good sushi places here, but you got Georgia minus 20, 4th and 6. All right, let me pay attention. They're reviewing a play, a 4th and 6 play, maybe a catch. Let's see if he caught this ball. Oh, maybe. He might have hit the ground. I don't know. This is a very good catch if he caught this ball. He got his foot in for sure, but I don't know if he controlled it. Wow, I think he can. I think he did catch that ball. NPC State, New Jersey. I think New Jersey's a little trashy. Thank you for your content. Wide awake. I appreciate that, man. You hate reviews. You got Bama plus 1.5. Yeah, I mean, I think that's what they are right now. But Michigan's like 1.5 to 2-point favorites. Thoughts on the Premier League? I don't really watch soccer, man. He did not catch it. I mean, I guess we'll see. It's a great attempt. Browns owner Jimmy Haslam thought Hugh Jackson would go 0-16. I mean, Hugh Jackson, he was a terrible coach, but he did get screwed because they were obviously tanking. Can the Browns win a Super Bowl with a healthy Kyler Murray? Yeah, I mean, Kyler Murray's a good quarterback. I think they could win. Falcons would love Tomlin or Belichick. Yeah, well, the rumor that's been going around with Belichick is the Chargers, but I don't know. It's not going to be a catch. They should give it to FSU. Well, normally, yeah, it's probably not going to be a catch because if they're not writing anything down, that means they're not changing it. Yeah, they didn't change it. So what is it? 4th and 6th? They're gonna have to go for it. If Biden, what a question that is. If Biden dies, is it better for Trump or worse? I guess that just goes to, what do you think of Gavin Newsom? Do you think Gavin Newsom has a better chance of beating Trump than Biden? If you do, then Trump would not want Biden to die. I mean, certainly there's a big disadvantage with Biden. It's his age, it's his competency, it's his inability to read and function normally. But he is an incumbent. The incumbent's always going to be popular to a degree. 4th and 6, a throw and incomplete. I thought he caught that. FSU with a turnover on downs. If this actually ends up being 35-3, man. I love that Florida State fans on Reddit are getting smacked in the face with reality and still saying, yeah, but those fans are they're just gonna say we're not trying or we're not playing any of our players. It's an uphill battle with these bowl games, you know. Ryan Day going to the dude, that would be Ryan Day. I could pretty much guarantee you if he actually went to the Panthers, he'd be fired within like 10 games. There's no way he would be able to work on a team like that. How well do you think you did on your college football picks? Probably similar, honestly, man. I don't think I necessarily did that better this year. Dating apps, yeah, dating apps are bad news for average guys, for sure. How about Joe Flacco? Yeah, dude, there's no way they're going to go for Joe Flacco. I understand Joe Flacco's had a nice little run, but you're not gonna get rid of Dak for a dude that, you know, Joe Flacco's very old. He's had a nice run, but you can't really. It's just reckless. If Bama and Texas played again, who would I take? Probably I'd take Bama. Since your favorite team is the Commanders, no, man, my favorite team's not the Commanders. That's kind of random. My favorite team is the Commanders. I mean, yeah, I would have to say they should probably try and take May or Williams, honestly. Most NPC, oh, it's got to be McDonald's, man. Come on. That's by far the most NPC. No way. That's got to be a flag. You can't do that. It would probably be Harris versus Trump. I don't think they would do. I highly doubt they would do Harris. I'd be very surprised. Thoughts on Melania? You know, I really don't have much of an opinion. I think she's nothing really bad about her. It's just a weird relationship with Trump, obviously. Wendy's is good, but low-key expensive. I haven't been to Wendy's in a while, but I could buy that. Yeah, Wendy's is kind of underrated. I look like Joe Biden. That's a first. Gavin Newsom, brain dead. Gavin Newsom got slaughtered in a debate with DeSantis like a month ago. Oh my goodness. Just too much yards. Too many open yards. Yeah, this has got to be a Russian bot. You're watching Wyoming versus Toledo on the CW network. The scoreboard sucks. Really? Is it bad? Looks like 5-year-olds made the scoreboard. Yeah, that's the problem with those networks. What's my goals in 2024? I'll probably do a video on it. I didn't think their depth would be this horrific. Well, it's not even... They're going like... It's not like this is their second string. It's their third string everywhere, including the quarterback. So it's going to be a bloodbath. We'll see if they end up allowing a touchdown here. 2nd and 8 or 7. I don't know what it is. Carson Beck throws a screen pass. Yeah, another touchdown. 35-3. You're just throwing around names now. I look like Brady Cook with Carson Beck. Come on. How do I feel about North Alabama? I mean, dude, they weren't, it was just, it was a tough injury. No, dude, I didn't come up with that. I didn't come up with post nut clarity, dude. That's been a saying for a while. If I actually came up with that, that would be sweet. But no, that's 35-3, dude. I can't believe this, dude. I could have had $5,000 to invest just for free. Like, this is the most obvious game, man. It's the most obvious game. I said it was going to be 56-7. Wait, what happened here? Oh, there we go. Why do these Russian bots? Yeah, I don't know, man. But it's obviously a bot because nobody would create an account with this many letters like this. I don't know if it's something to do with... It's got to be something to do with YouTube and... Maybe a glitch or something, I would say, because it doesn't accomplish anything. Do you think they will change the NC? I hope so. Yeah, they really need to change that. They need to make it smaller. Yeah, they're gonna get rid of it. They're finally changing the ESPN scoreboard because it's been like this for 3 years at least, maybe even 4. So they have to be getting a new scoreboard. Thoughts on more... Wait, the Michigan coach being called racist for what? Best scoreboard is from NCAA 2011. Really? That's random. Yeah, I know. I should have bet on the game, dude. It's embarrassing. What would the outrage be? I mean, a lot of people would be happy though if OnlyFans were banned. Who wins the next national championship next year? God, that's... I really can't predict something like that. I would just be throwing a dart at the board. New Year's Six Bowls, yeah, they've been really bad right now. They're borderline unwatchable. They're borderline unwatchable. Going strong on 297. That's a long time, man. That's impressive. You enjoyed Ole Miss and yeah, Penn State did really not good. I thought Penn State was going to be a lot better. I thought Penn State would easily be able to control that game against an Ole Miss team, and it just didn't happen. Make a video on Joe Biden life documentary. Did he have a documentary? Wow, it's actually sunny there. The sun's setting, and you can kind of see the sun at the top. Did anyone else see that? You kind of see the sun at the top of the stadium. It's a nice image. Is a young DG me? It's impossible, man. Come on. Maryland wins 31-13. That's a crazy victory, man. Yeah, I screwed myself by changing that pick. I screwed myself out of the challenge. You're picking Michigan over Texas. I'm picking Alabama over Texas. Yeah, we still have those lemon trees, dude. Those are nightmares. Come on. All right, let's see. 1st and 10, and they run the ball down 35-3. You picked Old Miss. You teased them, so you got them plus 7.5. Yeah, that's a good bet. Maryland. Yeah, I know Maryland won. You're excited to vote for Biden? I'm not sure if he's, we'll have to see if he ends up being the nominee. Still rolling with Washington winning the national title over Texas. They would have to face Alabama or Michigan because they would beat Texas and then this is not. Well, he got out of it. That's a nice job. No, I'm not going to the national championship game. How would I go to the national championship game, man? Come on. What do you think? I got a private jet? Prediction, Cowboys, Lions. I love the Cowboys. I think the Cowboys will cover easily. Odds on Iowa scoring more than Ohio State. Oh, I'd say very good. I mean, they just got to get past 3. Yeah, that's a nice sunset. I don't know. Some other people saw that sunset. That's a nice sunset. It's a nice Florida sunset, you know? But Florida seems like, man, I don't know about living in a place like that. That's odds on Iowa scoring more than Ohio State. They're very good. Odds on Joe Biden winning. He's probably like plus 140, I'd say. I think Trump is the favorite right now. Who do you think will win the 2024 election? I mean, right now I think Trump's a slight favorite. And that's not even me being biased. That's just the reality of what it's looking like. You got Dallas money line. Oh, I think you should be safe with Dallas money line for sure. Yeah, I don't want to go to any of the. These games are just. I mean, for a video, I guess it would be interesting. Iowa versus Tennessee. I mean, I'm kind of liking Iowa now because Tennessee is starting that true freshman. I was gonna look at the odds, but they're all the way at the bottom. They're buried. Wyoming is up 6-0. What a brutal game that is. Am I streaming the Cheez-It Bowl? Come on. There's no way I'm streaming the Cheez-It Bowl. Wait, is the Cheez-It Bowl the Iowa game? You got Wyoming money line. Yeah, that should be a winner. Toledo is, without their quarterback. Yeah, Happy New Year. Alex, Happy New Year. Absolutely. I don't know if I can comment anymore without Modern Saints copying it. Oh my goodness. I got $500 on Atlanta. On the Falcons -5.5. Lane Kiffin isn't going anywhere, man. They signed him to an extension. It was cool to hate Levis. I know, dude. That kind of stuff is just, it is what it is. I think Donald Trump's son will win. No. Trump Jr.? No. That dude's kind of a sleaze. I mean, I don't have anything against him, but he's just, Who are you taking to win the Big Ten next year? Early prediction. The Big Ten next year, I would say probably Oregon right now. Oregon slight favorite. Top 3 sleeper QBs. If you go to PFF, I could probably look at all the QBs and tell you, just take a look and see. No. This is what I wanted to do. Okay, sleeper QBs. Well, I think Ewers is returning. We'll see. Milroe is returning. Ward is not going. Michael Pratt. Maybe Ohio State gets Michael Pratt. Oh, that might actually happen. People keep telling me Penn State is ass. Yeah. I mean, I feel bad for Penn State, man. I thought they were going to beat Ole Miss easily. I wanted them to win. They're a solid program. They don't deserve this. They're a good program. Ole Miss, Come on. Who are you taking to win the? Oh, I already said that. Do you think Nick Saban will be? No. Nick Saban is going to retire from Bama, and that'll be it. Second ad in 10. That shouldn't be happening. I have it set one every 24 minutes. Shouldn't Super Bowl 51 scoreboard be the 2017 to 2019 Fox, but Fox did the 2016 one? I don't know. Thoughts on the upset picks I made for the NFL this weekend? Giants over Rams. That possibly could happen. Titans over Texans. I think the Texans will win. Chargers over Broncos. Yeah, I mean, because the quarterback problems with Trevor Lawrence being out, the Broncos benching Russell Wilson. I could see those. Yeah, I went to Brown University, man. You know, the most unknown Ivy League school. Do I think Oklahoma will be a contender? It's gonna be tough. It's gonna be tough. I think they're gonna be a solid team with Jackson Arnold. They've got good talent. Yeah, I don't know what Joe Milton was thinking. What a strange idea that was, stopped out. Maybe he didn't want to face Iowa's good defense. I don't know. 3rd and 10. 3rd and 10 for Florida State. Can they keep the drive wide open? Florida State with a first down the sideline. Do you think Michigan has a chance against Bama? Oh, they certainly have a chance. I mean, they're 1.5-point favorites. I don't think Bama's going to smack them or anything. So glad the Patriots were gone by like week 7. Dartmouth? I don't think so, man. I don't think Dartmouth is... I think Brown is the most least known, but... Do I go on Christian Mingle? Nah. I don't go on Christian Mingle, no. Oh yeah, all the Ivies have a football team. I believe all the Ivies do. 2nd and 10 for Florida State. A minute left until halftime. And ball gets tipped, knocked down. What do you think is going to happen to the ACC? I think there's going to be big problems for the ACC. They're going to end up being a group of 5 conference. You did a rebuild for UMass and lost to Dartmouth 45-10. Damn. I know. I think Ivy League teams should face like Ohio State and Alabama. 3rd and 10. I wonder if they'll go. Oh, no. A fumble recovered by Georgia. I'm guessing that's a holding penalty. I don't know, though. There's a flag on the field. Alabama wins 26-24. I could see that. Can Josh Allen win MVP? I doubt it. He would have to have crazy games with no turnovers. He needs to not have any turnovers. Wow. And it's on Florida State. It was a legal chop block or something. Yeah, Domino's. I'm not a big fan of Domino's. I mean, I haven't had it in a while, though. Like, the last time I had Domino's might have been elementary school. It might be 38-3 at half. I don't know. Don't remember Cal being an... Yeah, I mean, it's all a charade, man. The conference names are false. I think Tua could win MVP, but he needs to win these are tough games. But also Tyreek Hill could possibly win it. It just depends. When will Saban retire? Probably 3 years, I'd say. Oh, almost an interception for FSU. Who are your picks for the Super Bowl? I would honestly say Bills versus Cowboys. Dontavius foul. You're just making stuff up. You're making up names. Come on. Second and 10 for Carson Beck. Throws. Oh, it's somehow caught down to the 20. And they're looking for a field goal. Dylan Bell. Yeah, good call. That was a great catch by him. This is a typical Georgia performance, well-oiled machine, and the team they're facing is just, you know. Dude, that's the opposite of an NPC pick. You gotta stop, man. Come on. That ain't an NPC pick. If the Cowboys make it to the Super Bowl, yeah, I think the Cowboys should make it. It'd be cool to see the Cowboys in it. How do I think Goff? I think Goff will have a decent game. I think they'll be playing catch up. He should get a few. Man, they called pass interference on that. He should get a few garbage time touchdowns. They need to win by 45. Yeah, they're gonna win by like 50 here. It's gonna be looks like it's gonna be 42-3 at half. That should be a touchdown. Yep. Dude, this was the most obvious bet ever. This was the most obvious bet ever. What is my pet peeves just in general? I just Instagram accounts in general I'm not a fan of. What are the top five states to live in? It's got to be like it's got to be like South Dakota, Virginia is a good one, North Carolina is a good one. And then maybe if you want I wouldn't want to go too south cuz I don't like the warm weather that much. Who would win FSU this year versus TCU? I mean, if it's this FSU team, TCU would win easily. This is a terrible FSU team because they all of their players opted out. There's no way that modern Saints. There's no way the Cowboys lose to the Lions tonight. No way. This is why four teams play. Yeah, it's just this is another crap game. Dude, I switched Maryland. I had them covering and then I changed it. Very strange weather in Virginia. It's warmer than where I live though for sure. UT Martin, yeah, against Georgia. This is just, but it's so obvious. Like we all saw this coming, you know. Washington would be up 24-13 over FSU. Yeah, I mean, I think Georgia's better than Washington, but it is what it is. Nah, Cornell's not that forgettable, man. I think people know Cornell. Yeah, there were FSU fans who thought they might win. I mean, people were saying that FSU was going to win a lower scoring game. But it's just like it's almost like I was given the script to this game, like I can't believe the spread was what it was. The ACC is really bad. They're still trying to throw. This is brutal, man. If they got to just run the ball, they're going to turn it over. Oh my god, well, no, there's no time left, but an interception. Imagine pitching it back. Get a pick six, pitch it back, pitch it back. Well, thank you for the little donation. You had some unfortunate toilet problems, it looks like. Might as well rename the stream to Wyoming versus Toledo. Dude, this is just sad for college football, man. But it's a victory lap for me. This is proof that Georgia was obviously one of the top 4 best teams, Who's winning the AFC North? Come on. Oh my god. Norvell is pissed off. Or that was before Mike Norvell. I think he's a good coach, but he had no players today. Yeah, I've never had the chili spaghetti thing. I think that's a Southern Ohio thing. Did you see Wofford? Did they lose to a Division 3 team? Wow. Yale, come on, man, stop. Yale's the second most known behind Harvard. Princeton's good in basketball. Didn't they make the Sweet 16 or like the Final 32 or something? A good upset pick for Week 18 is Bengals beating the Browns at home. Yeah, because the Browns have already made the playoffs. You might be onto something with that. Who's winning their division, Dolphins or Bills? I would say that the Dolphins will win that division. The Bills, I think, are going to win out, though. Do you think Georgia won't try in the second half? The second half is going to be terrible. Oregon's winning the Big Ten next year. Already beat OSU 2 years ago. Now is the best recruiting class in the Big Ten. Yeah, they very well might. They very well might. I appreciate that. FSU going to roll Jordan Travis out on a wheelchair. FSU is... We knew this was going to happen. Biggest halftime lead ever? No. It's a blowout, though. If Bills win out, they win the division as long as the Dolphins lose to the Ravens. Is that true? Wisconsin is winning the Big Ten. Come on. Oh. I would like to see the college football stuff. 52.5. Yeah. It's gone to 52.5. They're minus 13 in the second half. Think Alabama wins the chip with the way Ole Miss beat Penn State. Yeah, I don't know if you can use that, That type of stuff normally doesn't work for college football. Chip Kelly rumored to be stepping down. Really? Yeah, I mean, I feel like people always say Maryland could be a 9-3 team, though, man, and then they always go 7-5. They start 4-0, and then they lose a bunch of games. I think Milroe is I don't think Milroe's got much of an NFL future. Trust Chip Kelly, rest in peace. Big Ten schools will never win natties if they keep only recruiting the Midwest. Yeah, I mean, but the problem is when you go down south, it's all an NIL thing now. But certainly there is a wide talent gap, I agree, Ty. Opt-outs should be used as an insult instead of a validation excuse. I agree. But, I mean, they're going to be an excuse, obviously, because if the star players don't play, the team gets worse. Wow, did it become sunny there in Pasadena? It was just raining, I thought I saw. Or maybe that was like an hour and a half ago. Your teams are the Bengals, Ohio State, and the University of Cincinnati. Ted Cruz 2024. Is Ted going to make a run for president? We'll see. I think Ted, he tried back in 2016. Thoughts on Georgia game? Not surprised. I mean, this is what I predicted. Rain in Southern California. Yeah, it was just raining there. I feel like maybe it was from another day though. Why didn't the starters show up so they could? Because they would lose anyways. They would have lost anyways with the starters. Now they at least have the excuse of, oh, we didn't have anyone playing. Yeah. I mean, I think everyone deep down knows they didn't belong. I mean, that was always my take. I said they shouldn't be in it, even though they went undefeated. What was the one college football vid where you had blood? I don't think that ever happened, man. Who wins the Natty? I think probably Alabama. I mean, but the victory lap was so easy. You have to understand. It's just like, it's like I'm living in the Twilight Zone with this game. And it's not like I get I'm not saying I'm a world-class predictor here, but it was like the most obvious thing ever. Thoughts on FSU going to the Big Ten? Something's going to happen. I think they're going to go to the SEC, but something's going to happen. But in essence, I don't think any of it's going to matter because they're going to change college football completely at a certain point, Favorite alcoholic beverage? I don't know, man. When I was on vacation, it was like just all that bullshit girly drinks like peanut coladas. Ohio State wins the Natty next year. I mean, they have the talent, but the coaching's got to get better for sure. NFL head coaches on the hot seat or could get fired. Yeah, that could be an interesting one, man. FSU isn't, but it's not your choice, man. They're going wherever they can get paid money. Like, what are you talking about? You don't. Because the fan base doesn't like the SEC, they'll get over it. That's not how it works. Brett Musburger, the old announcer. I never had anything against him. Thoughts on Florida? Yeah, FAU basketball is good, man. Solid basketball team. Possibly a 3 or a 4 seed. I do like popcorn. I've got nothing against popcorn. Unless it's really dry, salty. You got to get some butter on. Well, dude, this is the problem with popcorn. Whenever you get buttery hands, it's brutal. It's just like getting greasy hands. You can't get it off. If you have like butter on your hands and you try and rinse it off without soap, it's impossible. It's just like Vaseline. Lego vids. I was going to do a Lego vid. The top knockoff Lego Star Wars sets. That's what I was thinking of doing. I love cantaloupe. I think the Florida State fans need to shut up. But they already kind of shut up, but... Yeah, Florida State will leave to someone. Dude, but I don't know. Would FSU really be that? I mean, because you have to understand how talented the Big Ten is this year. Or excuse me, because the Big Ten's going to have USC, Ohio State, Oregon, Michigan. So the Big Ten's going to have a ton of teams. Pistons about to tip off at 6 o'clock. Well, I took you as, yeah, you're right. William Brody, you're right. I have had a few of those. Do you think the college football playoff should be on Peacock? Yeah, come on. Your draft live stream where you said Jalen Carter should be in prison. That might have been, I don't remember saying that, but maybe I did, I don't know. It's better to be an NPC. Just to cope, it's better, I agree. Do you think Jordan Travis will get drafted? I'd be surprised. You eat smashed... Oh, God, dude. Smashed cauliflower? That's got to be bad, man. Come on. FSU fans mad their players don't care about the team, unlike Georgia. I mean, FSU fans can say whatever they want. Final scores, no, dude, they're not going to try. They're just going to, they'll score one more touchdown, and the final score will be like 52-3 or 52-10. Toledo is a sham team. No, they don't have their quarterback. Their quarterback went to the portal. Yeah, Notre Dame beat Oregon, but Oregon State had no one either. Will you make a video about scoreboards and add Barstool Sports? I mean, I don't really. That's just one extra one. I don't really see the need for it. "12-team playoff will cause controversy." Yeah, no, I agree with you. At least we're not going to have an issue with like undefeated or one-loss teams not getting in. Of course, there'll still be controversy with like the number 11 spot, and that. More cringe react videos. Dude, I deleted the dating apps. I can make a video about my dating life. What's the halftime message? Well, they're all fourth stringers. They're just gonna, it's just all charade. It's just like, yeah, go out and play hard, try and win the second half. How was your Christmas? It was fine. Am I gonna do more nostalgia type videos? I mean, maybe. I'll do more stories. I don't know. Sometimes they include nostalgia, You should do a weekly conspiracy theory. Yeah, but then you get on borderline, like, where YouTube starts to get annoyed with the type of content, They don't really like that type of content on YouTube in terms of monetization. A lot of people hate Biden, especially Muslim community. Well, I mean, that's a horrible. The Israel situation is terrible for Democrats because a lot of those younger kids, they support Palestine, and it's an issue for that party. Do I play fantasy football? Yeah, I was in a few leagues. I had some pretty good teams. Thoughts on the Lions? I would avoid the Lions. No, I don't like the Lions money line. You think Hartline? I think he might be the next coach at Ohio State, actually. Maybe in the future. We'll see what happens with Day. Wow, dude, look at this. This is pathetic. There's a band performing now. Oh my god. Dude's got on leggings. Yeah, I mean, I can try and pull up the Bull Mania. It's glitched when I... Yeah, all right, you just have to... Oh, I just went to the Eliminator Challenge. I got eliminated in week 1. Oh my god. Don't worry about that. I'm in the 92nd. Yeah, but I should move up. My picks right now are really good. But think about this, guys. I'm in 6th place, but think about this for a second. Watch this very closely. Watch this one. See, look, Georgia, I have them they're going to win by 13.5, obviously. And then Wyoming is going to... Oh, Toledo scored? I still think Wyoming should cover. So hopefully I'll be able to... Hopefully I'll be able to get back into first place or second place. I do have an ad blocker, bro. I have to turn off my ad blocker when I go to YouTube. Otherwise, yeah, the lead dancer with leggings. Yeah, that's weird, man. Pac-12 will not only dominate the new Big Ten, but also the new Big 12. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know if they'll dominate. I mean, I do think Utah should do very well next year. And Arizona. Utah and Arizona could both win the Big 12 next year. People are saying Arizona's going to go 12-0. I don't think they're going to go 12-0, but apparently their schedule's very easy. You're in 2nd place for Bowl Mania. You're lying. Stop. What's your record? Yeah, let me take a look. Let me take a look. I'll tell you what your record is. You're worse than me. You're 18-17. This dude's in first. Justin is in first place by a game. 99th percentile. Jesus, man. Let's hope he picked FSU to cover. You got 200 on Lions moneyline. I would cash it out. Can you cash it out right now? Cash it out and then I would put it on the Cowboys to cover the 6.5. Dude, if you're actually you're better than me. You're somehow better than me. You're not Justin. You're not Justin, man. Justin is a beast. He's in the 99th percentile. You're having a comeback. You can still get the Panera card. Yes, the Panera card. Now, there's no way to join it. It's basically over. You're tanking. You started off 7-1. Need Oklahoma State versus Wyoming. That's kind of a weird matchup. Do you assume college football remains relatively the same in terms of Power 5 and Group of 5 staying separate? Yeah, I would say it's. I would say it's probably going to be. It's going to be even more compact with the Power 5 because it's going to be a Power 4 and then probably a Power 3, and then they're going to redo the entire thing. But yeah, relatively the same. Oh, they did just take the tarp off the field, I think. I wonder what the weather is going to be for that game. You got Georgia in this game. Yeah, so do I, dude. I'm about to cash in and move up a little bit. I got Georgia and Wyoming. Please, Georgia. I assume everyone in the chat picked Georgia. Yeah. Imagine it rains for the game for the Alabama game tomorrow. Just a thunderstorm. Oh wait, that game's on Monday, my bad. Wait, there's no good games tomorrow. I guess because the NFL. That makes sense. The NFL. Used Panera Bread gift card up for grabs. Yeah, the final game comes down. I don't know, man. The dude's 3 picks ahead of me. I got to try and win some and hope he loses. Is it going to be sunny in Pasadena? I would expect it to be sunny. What is your next live stream? Probably the Alabama game. Who whines more? Rich white girls or Mahomes? Come on, dude. Listen, certainly rich white girls, they're high, but then there's another level with Mahomes, man. We know that. Mount Rushmore NFL stadiums to visit. Also college. Steven, NFL stadiums. I think you got to go see SoFi, Allegiant, pretty much all the new ones, but SoFi, Allegiant for sure. AT&T, the super stadiums. I don't know. I saw Mercedes-Benz. I wasn't really, I saw it today from afar on TV. It doesn't look good to me, Mercedes-Benz in Atlanta. Best college stadium to go to, it's got to be Ohio Stadium. You don't know how you're in the 99th percentile? Is that actually you? It's not. Ever since Kelsey got with Taylor Swift, yeah, he's washed. Kelsey got with Taylor, but he's washed because he's old, man. He's 34. Bacon or sausage? I'll say bacon, man. Mercedes-Benz and State Farm Arena are ugly. Yeah, I'm not a fan of Mercedes-Benz. I think the Cowboys will be fine tonight, man. Taylor Swift. I mean, yeah, I don't think she's mid, but she's certainly overhyped a bit. Let's be honest. It's kind of hard, impossible for her to live up to all those girls worshiping her. All right, guys. I think I'm gonna get off. I think I got to do some stuff. This game is a joke. I mean, these games just... Hopefully we get a good one tomorrow. And I got eliminated. Who did I even get eliminated with? The Bears losing to the Buccaneers. What are you going to do? Oh, no. Wyoming is up. Oh, no. There it is. Thoughts on Chipotle? Oh, Chipotle is good. Chipotle is... I could use some Chipotle, man. That sounds good. Why do you dislike Instagram with girls? No, it's just when you're obsessed with your Instagram, it's a problem, you know. FSU just got a reality check, man. Yeah, man. I'll see you. I'll see you on New Year's Day probably. Guys, it's not my bedtime. I got stuff to do. Come on. Come on. Walls, I appreciate it. That'll pay for my McDonald's tonight. Thank you, sir. That'll pay for my McFlurry. Chipotle, yeah, Chipotle's NPC, but sometimes you gotta be an NPC, man. Yeah, I would go in on Wyoming money line right now, honestly. Oh, the second half started. Unprivate to stream. Dude, how do you know I privated it, brother? How do you know I didn't delete it? Come on, man. What do you got my password or something? Oh, dude, I want to go get some Starbucks right now, guys. Guys, should I go get Starbucks? I need to go get caffeine. That would be a great decision. McDonald's is midweek. Dude, come on. That's... McDonald's is a great bedtime snack. Dude, I'm not going to bed. Come on. Here, I'll put my Discord. If you got... Maybe I still have it saved. Is it not still saved? There's my Discord if anyone wants to join it. I'll give a minute. There are more Maryland fans watching this than FSU. Yeah, there can't be many FSU fans left. Normally at Starbucks, I just get a lot of pumps of that vanilla. Yeah, you're right. I get like 7 pumps. Yeah. Dude, I told you about I was on Florida. Wait, they're already across midfield. Oh, no, no, no. Not like this. Not like this. All right, guys, that's my Discord if you want to join it. I'm going to get off though.